2020 has not been kind to us, man. You guys remember at the beginning of the year, like, we almost got into World War III. Like, Trump almost got us into World War III. And we thought that was, like, the craziest that was going to happen. Little did we know, the whole world would turn upside down. Australia was on fire. We got a whole pandemic. So many people died. Like, it's been eventful. It's been really fucking eventful. But looking back, like, over the year, like, to make this list, even despite everything that's happened over the past 12 months, we've still got some pretty good music this year. We got a pretty good collection of music. Like, it was actually pretty dope. Like, going back through the past 12 months, it was like a little mini journey. Just looking back at all the songs that we got and just realizing how good a lot of these songs are. Making this list was pretty fun. It was a pretty entertaining thing to do. The criteria that I tried to place on this is pretty much the songs that I listened to the most this year, that impacted me the most this year. There was a lot of songs that I thought about that I had to dwindle down to 25, but I feel like the crop that I got is a pretty good crop of songs. When making the list, I tried to leave it as at one artist per slot and try to, make multiple slots with multiple artists, and I try to do one song per album. So if I really liked an album, I didn't want to have like 5 slots taken up by just one album. So I tried my best to follow that criteria and make a list 1 to 25, top to bottom. And this is that list. For those who don't know, my name is Teray. New to this YouTube thing, decided to make a channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you like this video and you like my other content. Firstly, I'm gonna show my honorable mentions. I'm not gonna go through them. I'm really just gonna show them on the screen. It's just gonna scroll up, because I feel like these songs still deserve some kind of recognition, even if they didn't make my top 25 here. So the honorable mentions right here. Yeah, some pretty good songs, right? Yeah. These songs are pretty hard. Pretty fire shit. Pretty fire songs. Time for the top 25. First off, I lied. It's actually 27, because these last 2 songs, like I liked them too much to not just put them in honorable mentions. I wanted them to get some real deal recognition, but I didn't like them enough to put them in my top 25. So it's going to be 27. It's going to be these first 2 songs and the rest of the 25. But number 25 is Dababy with Gucci Peacoat. I slept on this song for a little bit because I didn't know that the EP was literally going to be like about his brother. Like, it was called My Brother's Keeper, but I just thought it was a song. I didn't know it was like an entire EP at the time. It's really heartfelt. Like, you can really tell that he's in pain over the loss of his brother. Like, it's really sincere, and just that dynamic between the little bro and the older brother. Like, me being a little brother myself, even though I'm the second oldest, I can relate to that a little bit. I can relate to that just a little bit. Next up, number 26 is GuapDad 4000 and Denzel Curry with the Lil Scammer That Could. Like, this song, I was surprised by how good this song was. It's mainly because of that Denzel Curry verse. Denzel fucking murdered. It was me and my dude. Gone too soon to make room. Bro. That joint was so hard. GuapDad, he had a fire verse too, and his hook is fire. Like, I fuck with this song in totality. But that Denzel Curry verse just took it over the moon. That's what made me have to put it in this section of the video. Spoilers, Denzel's gonna show up somewhere else on the list too. Number 25, The Weeknd with Heartless. This song is just a banger. That's all I gotta say. Still fuck the Grammys, because they literally dubbed The Weeknd. Like, that was what's the word I'm looking for? Snobbed? Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Snubbed. I don't need a bitch, I'm what a bitch need. Like, it came in so hard. Now for the next one, number 24, is Deep End by Foushee. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm gonna go with Foushee. I actually first heard this song as a sample in the Sleepy Hollow song, Deep End. Or I guess she's a feature on it, but they pretty much just used the hook as like a vocal sample throughout the song. That's when I first heard like that hook. You know, gonna blow out the deep end. And I thought it was an old song that they were sampling. I didn't know it was a new song that came out this year. And the one part when like the beat drops and like it kind of goes underwater, it just kind of like starts flowing fast. I like the instrumental on it goes so hard. That bass really thumps on it. But the star of this song is obviously her vocals. How her voice is kind of ghostly. Like just how breathy her voice is. It just fits with the song so well, and it just sounds good, and it sounds different. Her voice has a texture to it that's really recognizable and really appealing while being really unique as well. Number 24, Deep End by Foushee. Now number 23, I play this song too much not to have it on my list, is the Migos and NBA Youngboy with Need It. This collaboration, this feature, like, had like the best chemistry like out of the entire year. Like the chemistry NBA Youngboy has with the Migos, it's like he's the fourth Migos member. Like it was so clean. The energy and the chemistry of this track is what's carrying it so much. Like these niggas is flowing on this shit. NBA Youngboy wasn't playing when he came on here, because it actually feels more like NBA Youngboy and Offset featuring Quavo and Takeoff. Their chemistry's off the charts. And then the rest of the Migos come in and they fit right into the beat, right into the flow, right into the vibe, and they killed it. It was a pleasant surprise when I clicked on this song. It's been a while, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's been a while since I've heard a really stellar track from them, from the Migos. And this one was it. This is what I needed from the Migos in 2020, and they gave me that shit, so I can't complain. Number 22 is Yaw Tog with Cordae. These are the Kumerican boys. Like you guys probably don't even know who these are. But these are drill rappers from Ghana. So like, take New York drill beats, or which are really just UK drill beats, and some Ghana gangbanging niggas, and you get this song. And it is so fucking hard. Like I discovered this song off Twitter. Like I saw a clip of it and I was like, yo, I gotta find this song. So I went on YouTube and I found it. And I was blown away with how good this is. The star of this song, I would say, is the second verse. And I believe his name is O. Kennedy. I may be wrong about that. But he killed it. His vocals is like so like rough but melodic, and it's pleasing, and it's the way he just came in and just floated on the track. Like he floated on this. Miami girl niggas. Miami 49, I'm at blind niggas. Officers by their life living. No life living. It's hard drill rap. Like it's and I just really appreciate the fact that it's some niggas from Ghana. I'm Nigerian myself, so I was probably a little bit biased in there. And I was so pleasantly surprised. Like I didn't know Ghana had niggas doing this. And they even have somebody on here, like, towards the end of the song that sounds like Pop Smoke. Like, you can definitely, like, hear the Pop Smoke influence from him. Like, And number 21 is the man, the myth, the legend, Rumor with Welfare. I was going to have his viral hit from earlier this year, Rascal, which is pretty much a remix, almost parody, but it's too good to be called a parody. That would be insulting. A remix to the Rascal Flatts song. I don't even know the name of the original Rascal Flatts song, but that song was really dope. It's in my honorable mentions. It was really good. But this song, Welfare, off his EP that he dropped, was amazing. Like, I really love this song. Had to go and get it. My mama's stuck on welfare. Windows tinted, you can see me now. Yeah, girl on me, I can ask her out. We get some galley, cante, nigga, this is darling. Too much money, I cannot slow down. Now, number 20 is a song from an artist that I've been keeping up with. Like, I discovered them before they blew up. Back in like 2012, I believe that's when they blew up. And the artist is MGK. And the song is Forget Me Too. from his surprise banger of an album, Tickets to My Downfall. I heard about this album, but I didn't listen to it when it first released, to be completely honest. I expected not to like it. And it seems like this song is really divided. Either people love it or people hate it. And I really like this song. And Halsey, like I've never really listened to Halsey, at least not by herself, but on her features, she murders that shit. Like her feature here on Forget Me Too and her feature on the Post Malone album, both fucking amazing. I love this album. This album surprised the fuck out of me. Like I'm glad that it turned out being as good as it was. So number 22, MGK and Halsey with Forget Me Too. Now number 19, ooh, it's the queen herself, ooh, Milli, and her song Like That Bitch. I kind of feel like this is like either like a homage or like kind of like a reference to Comethazine's Like That Nigga. Like the hook is kind of the same, but this song is it just slaps, plain and simple. Like it's not super deep, it's not super lyrical or anything like that. When I judge music, I don't base all my criteria on those things. It just slaps. And it's a really fun, really hard song. It's a bad bitch anthem. Like this song is like the best bad bitch anthem that I heard this year. I walk around like that bitch. I walk around like that bitch. Walk around like that bitch. I didn't know you exist. Like that shit is just good, loud, confident energy. Like I love that shit. And then and then the fact that Milli is so goddamn fine, like helps with it too. Like have y'all seen Milli? That's whew, she is cute as hell. Number 18. This song has been my shit all year. Lil Baby with Emotionally Scarred. This song is Lil Baby at his best. This song is when Lil Baby get in the booth and he know that can't nobody touch him. Like Lil Baby has had an amazing year this year, and this song is one of the best songs he dropped this year. Like the way he flows on this song is impeccable. He knows what run he's on. He knows that he is that nigga right now, and this song shows it. Number 18, Emotionally Scarred, Lil Baby. Number 17 is an artist that I discovered this year, and I literally was bumping his album the entire year. This album is so easy to listen to, so catchy, it flows, it's good, and that's Sheff G. And the song is No Suburban 2. The song is gangster as hell, and it's New York drill as fuck as well. The beat on this is incredible, it's menacing, it's catchy. Just everything about this song is good. And his album is good too. One and Only. Y'all should go check that out. It's great. Number 17, Sheff G, No Suburban Part 2. Niggas like Sheff be moving so high, you got nothing to prove, you the king of this shit. Number 16 is Playboi Carti with At Me. He just dropped a whole lot of Red. I haven't finished listening to it. The songs that I have listened to, don't really like that much. But I've never really been a big Playboi Carti fan before this year. Like At Me, I guess I like Magnolia as well, but At Me is like my favorite song from Playboi Carti. I can never really get into his style. Like his style, I can never get into. It just seems too barren and doesn't seem to flow well to my ears. But this song At Me is great. And I was hoping that a whole lot of Red would have songs on this caliber. Can't really judge it yet because I haven't finished listening to it. It has 24 songs on there. But from what I've listened to, it doesn't seem like it's on par. And the song that he has on that album, Meh, isn't even the same song as the single he released earlier this year. So this song isn't even on the album. And it's the best Playboi Carti song I've ever heard. And that kind of sucks. But At Me is a great song. The beat is so weird. It's kind of, I wouldn't call it awkward, but it's a little bit off kilter. The sounds that they use for the beat is so dope. It kind of sounds like in the background some video game like sound effects as well, and then the xylophone sounded main melody. It sounds really good, and his voice and the way he flows on it is really the first time I listened to Playboi Carti, and I was like, This is why niggas like Playboi Carti so much. Number 15 is a song that is so fucking soulful and it got bars. It's Spillage Village with End of Days. Song is so good. Song is so good. It's the end of days, end of time, my oh my. God packed his bags and said bye-bye. God packed his bags and said bye-bye, my oh my. It really gives me Outkast Andre 3K vibes. And everybody on this song did their thing. Every feature, every artist on this song, they killed it. And it's a joy to listen to every fucking time. Number 14 is Sir Savage of the 21st himself with Many Men. When he posted a trailer for Savage Mode 2 with fucking Morgan Freeman narrating it, and I heard this song in the background of the trailer, I was like, yo, this song, whatever song this is, it's about to be fucking fire. And it was. And I appreciate the Many Men 50 Cent reference. Many Men is one of my favorite songs of all time. With 50 Cent, one of my favorite rappers of all time when I was younger. So of course I was going to like this if it was done well. And it was done great. And I love how the song is so horror themed. Like, so that's one thing I always liked about trap music. At least early trap music. It was really dark and had like horror movie melodies in it. And this kept that like same tradition, I guess I would say, but expanded on it and made it more cinematic. This song, one of my favorites of the year, 21 Savage, Many Men. Now, number 13, kind of makes me sad, man. Rest in peace to King Von. Number 13, back again from Welcome to O Block. I made a video about King Von, so I'm not gonna go too in depth into it, but Welcome to O Block is a great album. I listened to it after he died. I was planning on listening to it, then I heard that he died. And that same day I listened to the album, and I was fucking shook. Because the album is great, top to bottom, not a bad song on there. And this is probably the best song. Back Again, it's so hard, it's so devilish. Like, this song shows like these niggas the demons of O Block. Like, him, Prince Dre, and Lil Durk, they murdered this shit. Kill that nigga, dig him up, and tell him die again. Number 12 is my nigga Polo G with I Know. Chicago niggas back to back on this one. Polo G's been a nigga I've been keeping up with for the past couple years at least. And he hasn't really disappointed me. And what I really love about this song is how vulnerable it is. He goes into some dark stuff here. And I don't know if he's talking from the perspective of somebody he knows or some fictional character, or if he's talking about himself. But it's some really vulnerable shit that you don't really hear rapped about. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh my goddamn. And that shit stuck with me ever since. Number 12, Polo G, I Know. Now, number 11 is by a rapper that most of y'all probably won't be familiar with. I'm not even that familiar with him. He's a rapper that was bigger in like the mid to early 2000s from what I know. But he dropped a couple of projects this year, like a few. But this is really the only one that I listened to. It's Ransom, and the song is The Master, which is, I believe, like the intro track to his Director's Cut EP. And this song is just bars. Like, he has some lines on here that are just so hard hitting. Like, this is a rapper's rapper, and this song is for the lyricists, my nigga. This song is for the grimy niggas.
Look, first time I seen her face explode was about 8 years old. My mother prayed so she could save my soul. Everything is lit when you're living, but your brave is cold. Look
like you changing clothes.
Still y'all remain some clones. Hope you die a horrible death.
And suffering pain alone. So now we entering into the top 10. The top 10. We almost there, man. Now, number 10 is the fucking toxic king himself, Future, with Too Comfortable. Future's latest album, Life's Too Good, it's been his best album in a minute. Like, the last album he released that I was really fucking with heavy was Save Me. And that shit was only like, what, 8 songs, and I love that album / EP, whatever it was. And this this Too Comfortable song is it's toxic. It's this the misogynistic king himself. But it's like the melodies. Future know how to do his melodies, and the melodies on this is great. And just the don't fuck with me aspect of it, like, bitch, don't get too comfortable with me. Like, it's you know, it's this song is just way too hard. I knew it was gonna be one of my favorite songs of the year after listening to it, and it's number 10 on my list. Future, Too Comfortable. Now number 9 is Roddy Ricch with War Baby. Like, Roddy Ricch is one of the artists that made me make the stipulation to only do 1 song per album and try only to have 1 artist per slot. Cause if I didn't have that stipulation, about 5 slots would be filled with Roddy Ricch from Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. I know that album dropped last year, but it was late last year. It was December of last year. So I'm counting it in this year, because this is the year that the album really blew the fuck up and Roddy blew the fuck up. So it's my list. I'll make the rules. War Baby. It's like gospel trap. When the choir comes in at the very tail end of that song, it does something to me. Like, I'm not even a religious nigga at all, but that shit is beautiful, man. And the way Roddy Ricch plays with his voice, like, you can tell that he's the underling of Young Thug. And Roddy Ricch is the underling of both Young Thug and Future, actually. But this song is just so dope. Pretty much just describing the life of a nigga in the trenches, of a nigga in the hood having to do what he has to do. You know, it's a war outside, and niggas ain't safe from being in an environment where there is so much violence. You go outside and it feels like it's a fucking war, and it beautifully describes that mental state, that paranoia, that almost PTSD that you have. You feel like a fucking war baby. Changed me. We was hopping out in broad day. Hope I don't wake up tomorrow. Survive in the trenches, I'm a war baby. Now number 8 is another posthumous song. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Number 8 is Got It On Me. Another fucking 50 Cent Many Man tribute. This year it gave me a ton of that, and I love that shit. But this song is just. It's perfect for Pop Smoke. It's the perfect ender to, like, Pop Smoke's career, you know, his impact on the game. Now number 7 comes from one of my favorite albums this year, and it's Denzel Curry with Diet. I got no positive, got no holes, I acknowledge it. The Shogun came through with no gun. And please go on a diet. Denzel came through with one of the best albums of the year, and Diet is one of my favorite songs from that album. I bumped that shit, not just this song, but the entire album for like months straight. And this song is so braggadocious, so loud. And I love the DMX fucking homage on it. In terms of a Denzel Curry song, this is almost as perfect as you can get. Number 6 is Post Malone with Take What You Want From Me. And this has to be one of the most fucking cinematic songs of the year. This song is just epic. This song is epic. And Ozzy Osbourne murdered this shit. I'm not a person that listens to Ozzy Osbourne. Instrumental is fucking amazing. The fucking guitar solo in the middle of that junk. And the lyrics too. Like, Post has some really potent lyrics in this song here. Your tongue was forked in two. Like, that lyric is so good. You let me try just like the things you never show. Now, we enter in the top 5. Number 5 is Dababy with Rockstar. But I had to put this song on here. It's literally one of my songs of the year. Because this song is pretty much like a love song to his Glock. But the song itself is so catchy. And it's not catchy in an annoying way like some other really big songs. BTS Dynamite. God, Roddy Ricch is like the artist of the year for me. Roddy Ricch was something else this year, but Roddy Ricch at the very end there, with his verse, was just fucking levitating on the beat. Nigga was Christ-like on the fucking beat. Now, number 4 here, it's kind of like a sleeper hit. This song is what led me to discovering who this artist was. I didn't know who he was prior to this song. The Drake feature on this song is one of the best Drake verses of all time. Period. And the song is Young Bleu with Your Mind Still. Young Bleu really delivered. So, like, this isn't a song that you play just for Drake's verse. No. That hook is too good to skip. Young Blue's verse is too good to skip. But once you get to Drake's verse, though, it is so spectacular. You were already liking the song, and then Drake's verse is the cherry on top. I've never really been that into R&B Drake. If this is how R&B Drake sounds to you, I completely understand now.
Pretty face, pretty tempting, but pretty taught me ugly lessons. I took you to the club and you hugged on somebody that I know, and I know the type of hugs. Same shit I do with women when I know I used to fuck, but she don't wanna go to sleep, she angry.
Top 3. And I feel like one of these top 3, like people expect it, or people will be like, okay, that makes sense. Plenty of other people have put that in their top 3. But I feel like the other 2 won't be as suspected. Number 3 is my nigga Burna Boy with Wetin Dey Sup. Burna Boy last year had my album of the year with African Giant. This year he came with a new album, Twice as Tall. To me, it's not as good as African Giant, but the song Wetin Dey Sup is just as good as the best songs off African Giant.
I know be one of those men with the Vieto to for cash, check I'm not back on the back. I mean, I know say every I will not go try you.
Wetin Dey Sup. Salado, Wetin Dey Sup. Put that back to the back. That back to the back. Burna Boy. Burna Boy. Stop being so fucking dope. Number 2 is a personal favorite of mine. Like, this artist is an artist that I just fuck with. He's an artist that some people think is corny, other people really like, but I feel like his talent is undeniable, and I feel like he's finally getting away from being under his father's shadow. And the artist is Jaden Smith, and the song is Deep End. This song is such a goddamn vibe. This song is from the Cool Tapes Volume 3. And when I first heard of this project, I didn't think I was gonna like it. Like, it took me a minute to actually go ahead and listen to the song. But I was sleeping on this project for a hot minute. Because his last 2 projects, they don't touch Sire, which came out in 2017 and is probably my favorite album of 2017, if not one of my favorite albums of that year. And no project that he's released after that has been as good as Sire. And the Cool Tapes Volume 3 is the closest it's come. And one of the reasons I didn't think I was gonna like it, because I saw that he took a new direction with his music with this project, and it's a lot more R&B like. And people who know me know I'm not too into R&B. I'm mainly hip hop and Afro beats and a little bit of rock, a little bit of pop, that type of stuff. Then I heard like a little bit or like a snippet of one of his songs, and it didn't really grab me. I just thought I wouldn't like the album, so it took me a minute to listen to it. Then I finally listened to it. One of my favorite albums this year. And this song, if you haven't listened to this song, like, even if you think Jaden Smith is this corny ass privileged rich kid, I swear that you'll listen to this song and you'll just fucking vibe. Like, it transports you. Now, let's get real for a little bit. My number 1 is Good News by Mac Miller. This song. Like, I'm surprised I haven't cried yet listening to this song with how solemn and vulnerable and matter of fact it is. This song literally feels like Mac Miller talking to us from the grave. Mac Miller is one of the very few quote unquote white rappers that I have a large respect for. I respect Mac Miller heavy. I first really got into Mac Miller with his watching movies with the sound off. It's legitimately one of my favorite albums of all time. When his music went from being the whole hypey frat boy rap, and he took influences from like Earl Sweatshirt and started making a little bit darker music, a little bit more desolate music. I rock with it a lot. I rock with it heavy. And just how he was constantly changing and evolving. He didn't stay the same at all. Like Good News is nothing like watching movies with the sound off. Like he constantly evolved his music, and he's genuinely talented. He's genuinely talented. He's also a producer. His producer name is, I think, is Larry Fisherman is his producer name, and he had one of my favorite like experimental like rap mixtapes with Delusional Thomas. Like Delusional Thomas is like combination of Earl Sweatshirt, Quasimodo, and Slim Shady all combined into one. When Mac Miller died, that shit hit me. I was like, fuck. I really fuck with Mac Miller. And then when this song came out, it's like there's so much on this song that I can relate to, man. Like you guys do not understand how much of this song speaks to me as a person. There's so many poetic and potent lines in this song. Like just the hook. Good news, good news, good news is all they want to hear. They don't like it when I'm down. But when I'm flying, oh, it makes them so uncomfortable. That shit is truth, man. Like it's just so much truth in this song, man. So many lines that are even more potent now that he's gone. Like it's like he was foretelling his own death, which makes it a hard listen as well. Just with how he talks about his demons, his hardships, his addiction, and how that addiction is what ultimately led to him dying. And just his depression, his anxiety, just all of these things. Like one of my favorite lines in that song was, haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard that the sky is still blue. If this song would have came out in like 2015, that shit probably would have broke me down, man. Like that line. I haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard that the sky's still blue. Yeah. Good news, good news, good news. It's all they want to hear. They don't like it when I'm down. But when I'm flying, oh, it makes them so uncomfortable. So different. What's the difference? My song of the year is Mac Miller's with the Good News. Whew, that was heavy. That last one was heavy, man. But that's my top 25 songs of this year. If you guys really watch this entire video, like, I fuck with you. Like, you the MVP. You my nigga. Go ahead and do all the YouTube stuff that I say in every video. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Again, my name is Teray. And I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.